This is Megadap's latest EFTZ21 adapter, which allows you to mount any Canon EF lenses to your Nikon Z mirrorless camera. Cool. Hi, it's Cheng here from RED35. Yes, we are looking at yet another adapter from Megadap. But you remember this magic ring? This guy here allows me to mount any Sony E-mount lenses onto my Nikon Z cameras. And today, I'm going to talk to you guys about another one, which allows you to mount any old EF DSLR lenses, or SLR for that matter, to your Nikon Z cameras, which is pretty cool. Many of you may already know that I used to be a Canon shooter, way back in the film days with their SLRs. So I'm very accustomed to their EF lenses, and I know which ones are good, which ones are bad. And but anyway, I sold almost all those lenses apart from a couple. Yes, I kept a couple because I think they are quite special. One of which is this little guy here. This is the Canon EF 40mm f2.8 pancake lens. I actually love this guy, which I'll talk a little bit about that later. But today is all about the adapter, which is the Megadap's EFTZ21 adapter. So why am I so excited about this is, well, mainly because I missed this lens. I haven't shot with this lens for God knows how long. And I almost forgotten why I like this lens like in the first place. So when Megadap approached me saying that this adapter allows me to mount any EF lenses onto my Nikon Z cameras, I said, yeah, please do. I really want to test this guy out again, you know, and just to remind me why this is so special to me and why I didn't sell this lens in particular. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about this adapter here, but because it's an adapter, there's not much to it. But I'm going to go through the build quality and the performance of it just to so you know that whether this is, you know, an adapter for you, especially if you have some EF lenses lying around doing absolutely nothing, and also so happen you have a Nikon Z camera. In terms of build quality, the Megadap has once again done a masterpiece here. Full metal built barrel, and it's just amazing. It feels good, you know, feels almost like one of those teleconverters from Olympus, which is a, you know, very good big compliment for anyone who make adapters. It feels really, really solid. There are a couple of things here. I mean, there are some buttons, which is the custom function button that you can assign something to it, and also another custom ring here, which you can also do something about. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. But in terms of construction, I can't fault it. I can't really fault it. And one of the good things about this particular adapter is, you know, remember what I complained about the previous one I reviewed, the EFTZ21 Pro, is that the lack of weather sealing. Hey, this guy actually have weather seal. So that means that if you have one of those old EF Pro lenses, which has weather sealing, when you combine with this adapter, you can have a weather seal system. Well, I haven't really tested in the rain, but the reason they put a weather sealing here means that, well, at least to me, means that this guy here is actually weather resistant to a certain degree. There's no official rating about how much it can withstand, but as far as I know, it's dust proof. Maybe light rain is okay. I'm not so sure about heavy rain. I won't jeopardize it. But yeah, so you know that there's some kind of weather rubbering here. So, you know, that's a good news to see. Everything feels solid. The ring itself is clicky, but it's very smooth. So overall, I really can't complain the build quality of this particular ring here. So what about handling? Well, this is the thing. You can see that this guy is not small compared to what I showed you before, the the EFTZ21 Pro. This is as thin as you can get for an adapter. But this guy here, on the other hand, very thick. But there's a reason for it, because you are adapting SLR or DSLR lenses to your Nikon camera or mirrorless cameras. There's a big flange differences between an SLR mirror box to a mirrorless camera body. So they have to make up that distance, otherwise basically the lens won't focus properly. So this is the distance we are talking about. Yeah, as well built as this is, you know, once you mount the any EF lenses on it, you instantly make it quite big and chunky. So my pancake lens now suddenly looks like a normal lens. In fact, if you put it side by side to the Nikon's 40mm f2, you can see is actually slightly longer. And well, to me, it's not a big deal for a pancake lens like this, but imagine if you want to mount a 70-200 f2.8 or maybe even a 24-72.8, yeah, your lens will become suddenly quite a bit longer. So just bear that in mind. So in terms of handling, I wouldn't say it's too bad, so long you can live with the length. The reason I say that is because the adapter itself is made with metal, so it's quite heavy, got a little bit of weight to it, and because of the weight, it's quite close to the camera body itself, so it actually makes it or balance it better with heavier optics. So which is good news. You know, if the adapter is made with plastic, that means you're going to have a very front heavy balance, and it may not feel very right when you mount the, or any of the EF lenses onto the body. But in this particular case, I think it actually quite, you know, well executed, in my opinion. So well done for that. So this is really, really cool. So in terms of handling, I think it's actually pretty okay. Final and perhaps the most important section of this review is the performance, right? If it doesn't work, it's just a waste of time. But I'm happy to say that it works flawlessly. Well, from the experience that I have with the 42.8, I know that it works very well with official EF lenses. I'm not entirely sure how well it will work with third-party EF lenses from the past, because I know that some people have commented from my video that the Megadap EFTZ21 Pro has some problem with Sigmas and Tokina lenses. So I'm not entirely sure the cross-compatibility with other brands, but if it has some native lenses, well, Sony in this particular case, it should work very well with this adapter here. So I could presume that will be the same with the EFTZ21 adapter right here. So long you have Canon EF lenses, it should work flawlessly. So this is kind of my statement right here. But in terms of my experience though, and I found that to be very, very satisfactory, very accurate, both in AFS and AFC. I've even taken it out to my pro shoot with my clients, and there's no hiccup anywhere. In fact, I was surprised how strong the performance is. It just works flawlessly. I was using AFC, tracking a kid running around. It actually works really, really well. I wouldn't say it's as fast as some of the native lenses that we get these days, but it's definitely on par from my memory in terms of tracking wise, how fast compared to the older DSLR cameras that I had before. So that's a big compliment. So I don't see much of a degradation in terms of AF performance or speed in this regard. So that works well. And now, I think because of this adapter, it does really open up a gateway for me as a photographer to relive some of those old memories that I had with my Canon lenses, at least some of my favorite Canon lenses in the past, such as the 51.2 USM, the 85 1.2 L2 that I had. I totally loved that lens, the 135 f2. These are magnificent EF lenses in pro grade level that can be had for relatively cheap these days. Imagine these guys here, I mean like the 51.2, 85 and the 135, the equivalent RF versions in the Canon catalog would cost 3 to 4 times more the price you pay today. There you go. So I saved myself quite a bit of money and also get some top grade quality lenses. And all I need is just a little adapter like this. This could be really, really cool. So stay tuned because I haven't made any promise, but if I do get some of those lenses back, I may do another review. Not so much about this, but about those lenses on today's mirrorless camera. And that could be quite cool, right? Because, yeah, like I said, those are my favorite lenses. And yeah, imagine just reliving all those memory there, seeing all this rendering. It just brings back all the old good memories and when I had my Canon back in the old days. So that's cool. So this is the review of Megadap's latest EFTZ21 adapter. Highly recommend it if you have some official native Canon EF lenses lying around, and also, of course, you need a Nikon Z camera. But if you don't, but considering getting a Nikon Z camera and still have some EF lenses lying around, yeah, this is a no-brainer. I think you should get one of these to try out. Or alternatively, if you are kind of like me, have a Nikon Z camera, and also considering getting some Canon EF lenses, like, you know, really cool Canon EF lenses, yeah, this would be that bridge that allows you to do that with your Nikon Z camera. Very cool. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and leave some comment down below. Let me know about your thoughts about this style of adapter from Megadap, because I think they're good solutions and also very high performing. I really hope that they make some more of these stuff. Maybe make some for my Micro Four Third. I would like to see that. You know, that would be really, really cool. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. You know what to do now. Thumb if you like this video, and sub if you want to stay in touch with all things photography, and including gadgets like this and filmmaking. Thank you very much. Oh yes, one last thing. Thank you, Michael Copper Fight, for sending me this really cool looking, retro looking Olympus cap I totally loved it. Look at the theme, you know, like red and blue. It's just totally authentic. So this is really cool. He sent it all the way from the States. So big thank you for your support to the channel and myself. And yeah, this is a very great gift for me. I love you so much. Thank you, guy. Okay, and I will see you all very soon. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Peace. Welcome to the bonus section. Yes, I do enjoy Megadap. You know, like obviously the first one I had was the ETZ21 Pro, and now I have the EFTZ21, and it is fantastic. Like I said though, this guy is actually well, at least has some weather sealing. That means that potentially it can withstand some rain, and that's good because even though this 42.8 isn't, I could potentially get a 51.2 L lens from the past, and you know, those are weather seal lenses. They are magnificent, 1.2 aperture. You know, you can get some really crazy result from those lenses, and if it works really well, this guy's here, that means a lot to me, you know. That means I don't have to get the these Sony size 51.4, for instance, which I mentioned when I reviewed this particular adapter right here, because I was considering getting that, but that still costs a little bit more than the Canon 51.2. Yeah, I'm not joking. It costs a bit more because it's a mirrorless version, and so I could potentially use those lenses with this adapter on my Nikon Zf and get some amazing results. And also the 85 1.2 and also the 135 f2. These are legendary lenses from Canon. I also like the 24 to 72.8, you know, L Mark 2, 3, I can't remember exactly, but those are really good lenses too. And all of these that I just mentioned cost quite a bit less than the official launch price way back in the days, because SLR lenses really isn't the demand these days. You know, everyone's looking for RF mounts, E mount, you know, Z mount, whatever, all mirrorless lenses nowadays. So all these old DSLR lenses are literally floating around, asking to be bought at much lower prices. So yeah, I think this guy here may actually save me quite a bit of money. I love it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If I do end up with a few more EF lenses in my pocket for my ZF, I wouldn't be surprised, you know, because they're good value now, and also I do like the performance of it. And even though they may not be as clinically sharp as modern mirrorless lenses, but they are still high performing, still weather seal, rugged, proven lenses from, you know, from decades of research and development and usage from professionals. I know those lenses very well, and they should perform very well with this adapter on my Nikon ZF. So that will be very, very cool. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Yeah, I've got other things to review, of course, and so yeah, many thanks for support. See you all very soon. Bye for now.